What's up, everybody? January 5th, 2021. Pastor Matt checking in with you on my first video of this new year. And you, my beloved viewer, are going to join me for a very important moment in my life here in just a few minutes. You can see that I'm recording this video from my home. I'm actually on vacation. I took a vacation starting on Christmas Day, and it's a 2-week vacation, so I'm into my second week of vacation now. Very much enjoying time with family and friends. Lots of family time, not so much friend time, I guess, mostly family time, but it's been amazing. And while I've been on vacation, I've been putting the finishing touches on my manuscript for my book on the resolutions of Jonathan Edwards for Hendrickson Press, which is due to come out this year, 2020. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule, which is not necessarily abnormal for me. I tend to set goals for myself and then try to exceed them the best I can. And my goal for finishing up this manuscript was actually sometime in February. But thank goodness for this wonderful vacation that I had. I brought my computer home, which is why you're here with me in my home rather than in my office, because I wanted to really crack down on this manuscript and get it done. And praise be to God, I have brought this manuscript as far as I think I can bring it myself. Now, writing is kind of a team sport, and no writer is sufficient without good editing, and that's where I will now send it over to the editors at Hendrickson Press. I'm so thankful to be working with them, a great historic reformed publisher, publishing some of the great books out there. Probably a lot of your stuff on your shelf, if you have a pretty decent home library, is from Hendrickson Press, and so I'm just thrilled. I'm over the moon to be working with Hendrickson on this. And what I've done here is I have queued up an email on my computer right before I started this video, and what you're going to see is you're going to join me for the moment that I send this manuscript in to the publisher. Now, this is a big one for me, and I have to be honest, I've been working on this for several years. This has been my baby. This has been my side hustle, my side project. I started working on the resolutions at least 4 years ago, reading, studying, praying, thinking through them for myself, and put together this manuscript, which I'm going to be hitting send for in a minute here. I got to tell you, my pits are sweating a bit here because I tend to be a bit of a perfectionist, and so to send in the manuscript in its final form, or it's not quite final form, but it's getting there, you know what I mean, and that makes me nervous because now it's in somebody else's hands, and I can't wait to see how they improve it. Every time I've worked with competent professional editors, it ends up being far better than what I've put together in the first place. But I'm nervous. I have that feeling like a kid, you know, remember when you were in 3rd grade and your teacher looked over your shoulder to see what you were writing? I still get that nervous feeling when people look at my stuff for the first time. But I also know that I've worked as hard as I possibly can on this book, and I'm excited about it. So it's on the resolutions of Jonathan Edwards. It's got 5 main sections to it. In section 1, I'm going to give the reader a basic biography of Jonathan Edwards, going over the historic context of when he wrote the resolutions at age 19 and 20. In section 5, the conclusion of the book, I'm going to talk about why Edwards stopped writing new resolutions and probably stopped reviewing the 70 that he'd already written for himself. And then the main body of the book is going to be chapters 2, 3, and 4, or sections 2, 3, and 4. And there I've taken the 70 resolutions and I've categorized them into three main categories. As follows: the existential resolutions, which have to do with his purpose and meaning in life; ethical resolutions, which have to do with the way that he wanted to live as a believer; and then eschatological resolutions, which have to do with death and heaven and hell afterwards. So I've put that all together into my document, and it came out at about 79,000 words, which is more than I was supposed to write, so I'm a little bit nervous because I went way over 79,000 words. It's several hundred pages. I think it's 250 pages of typed manuscript, and there's over maybe just short of 300 technical references, academic footnotes and citations, things like that. So, but the book itself is not necessarily written for the academic professional. It's actually written for lay people to read through the resolutions devotionally. So here's my email. I'll read it to you, and then we'll hit send together. Yeah, I need your help with this. So email says, Dear P, I hope the new year finds you doing well. Please find attached my completed manuscript for my book on Jonathan Edwards and the resolutions. I believe that I've brought it as far as I can go without editorial help, and I entrust it into your care. Please note that I'm sending a Google Docs file, as I do not have Microsoft Word. These files are easily compatible with Word and can be converted to Word simply for those who prefer that software. Please kindly confirm receipt, and I look forward to hearing from you in the coming months. Normally it takes several months for an editor to work through somebody else's stuff and get it up to snuff as far as eliminating details and correcting writing style and all these sorts of things that writers can't see their own mistakes. But then I've attached it as a link and as an attachment, and I'm ready. So if you're ready to send this, let's do it together. You ready? Here we go. And it's gone. It's to the editor. And can't wait to see what happens. Well, I'll keep you updated on the book. Thanks for checking in with me. Love you lots, and talk to you later.